Ah, hello and welcome. I know what you're going to say. I can't believe what I just did. Oh, what an absolute idiot. You won't believe what I've been doing for the last 20 odd minutes. Talking to myself! I started streaming, but I didn't go live. It's all changed on there, you see. It's not the same. I've got to start again. Hello, Gingers. Yeah, I know. Good evening, all. I've literally been talking to myself for the last 20 odd minutes. I've got two screens up here. I've got one up onto this side, which shows me that that looks like I'm alive. And I didn't think to look at the one on the other side, which shows if I'm alive on the stream. That shows me that I'm broadcasting to the software. And that one shows me if I'm actually live on the thing. I did look at that, and I was looking at that one. I didn't realise. I've literally been talking to myself for the last... for the last... God knows how long. 24 minutes. Actually, yeah, 22 minutes. Oh, Dora. Oh, my God. What a flipping idiot. Well, I suppose I better start again. Can't believe that. I can believe that's me, isn't it? That's the kind of thing I'll do. Oh, my God. No wonder I was getting no feedback from anybody. I didn't realise. I've literally been reading through the comments. It just says it's cancelled. I said, what? How's it cancelled? Then I clicked. Yeah, someone said something. It just said it's cancelled, but it's not cancelled because I've just been talking to myself for the last 20 odd minutes. Oh! Right, okay. Well, I'm only going live until 9 o'clock your time because the Snowflake show is going to be on a bit later on. And I did put it in the chat a minute ago, which you might have saw. Dear me, what an idiot. Can't believe this. I can't believe this. It's me. I just feel like I feel even more stupid. Snowflake show's on at 9, so I'm not going to go up and take. I don't want to step on their toes, you see. It's not fair. And, yeah. So, can't believe what I've been talking. Anyway, I've got to try and remember what I've been doing. Anyway, I've been talking about the Gollywogs. Now, a certain pub got shut down recently. Not actually physically shut down, you know, like they got raided and shut down. Well, they got raided because all the Gollywogs were removed, about 30 of them, by the Essex police and what have you. Then the Essex police then got criticised by, Sue Ellen Braverman. You remember her? Yeah, Sue Ellen Braverman. Sue Ellen Braverman. Yeah, she had a problem with the fact that these Gollywogs got confiscated. She pretty much said, well, the police should be spending their time catching real criminals, and instead, for about a week afterwards, she didn't apologise. The Home Office apologised to the police force for the criticisms by her, and also the fact that she said down here, she made it clear that of her displeasure. She made it very plain to the Essex police. She said that she contacted them and said, no. Do not remove those Gollywog dolls, she pretty much said. But she didn't contact them, and it was a blatant lie, and just an absolute blatant lie. Well, they had to apologise. They apologised. The Home Office apologised. She didn't apologise. The Home Office apologised. Yeah. But that's not the only one, is it? Who likes to lie. We've got this critter as well, haven't we? Him. He's the Prime Minister. I don't know if you remember him. He's that little geezer. Well, actually, he's the same height as me, actually. But he's he's got half-mast trousers and I've got shorts on. So there you go. Well, what did he say? No, he was praising Boris Johnson up pretty much. He said, that Boris Johnson built 60,000 affordable homes in London. They didn't. No. Let's see what he said. Let's hear what he said.
London, the former Conservative mayor built 60,000 affordable
Lies.
homes.
These Tories, they lie.
Half of that, Mr. Speaker. in London.
Absolute blatant lie. So the data shows 94,000 odd homes were built, affordable homes in London in 2008 and 2016, and 63,222 of those were built under the National Affordable Homes Programme. That's a Labour scheme. Nothing to do with Boris Johnson at all. So it's just a blatant lie. Now, any people out there, as old as I am, and if you just popped into the stream, if you're wondering why a late start, it's because I've just been talking to myself for 20 odd minutes. Yeah. Because although I thought I was streaming, I hadn't actually gone live. So I'm starting again. So, now, if you want to wonder what all the fuss is about this particular pub, which is closing. It's been pretty much forced. It's cancel culture. No? Okay. Well, so the pub at the centre of all this squit regarding these gollywogs, it's pretty ridiculous. You know, I'm not saying that the fact they're removed, but why were they in the first place? What on earth is wrong with her head? I'll let you work it out for yourself in a minute, because I've actually got her interview. Yeah, so the pub at the centre of the racist row has shut its doors for good after a boycott from suppliers. Not just suppliers, but also service personnel and stuff like that as well, and some customers, clientele and all that, you know, who were happy to go in there a pub with a gollywog, and they decided, oh no, it ain't such a good idea after all, I'll be associated with that. Well, not many, because it isn't Grays. I'm sorry, but I'll say it as I see it. I've talked about this before. I used to work in Grays, and like this geezer would say,
one of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
They're all racist, but there's probably some good ones, or something like that, would you say? Something like that, wouldn't he? You know. What was it about some far-right group, wasn't it? The Proud Boys. That's the Proud Boys. Yeah. What an idiot. But anyway, the White Hart pub was closed down permanently now after it was reported for hate crimes. Is it a bit bigger? A lot bigger? Maybe that's too big. There you go. As it's reported for hate crimes, because they're displaying these dolls, and these dolls have racist connotations. Yeah, they're plain and simple. They definitely are. So the White Hart pub closed down, blah, 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 reported for hate crime violation last month. Police invaded and took all these dolls away. For these racist dolls. And these racist dolls, even though growing up, myself, I can remember, obviously. You had the Robinson's Jan with the little gollywog doll on it. And then you had the black and white minstrel show. Oh. Don't worry, I didn't go out my way to buy these. They came in the job a lot. I kept them because I like to be reminded of our past. If it makes any sense. Yeah, it's embarrassing, but it's still our past and our history. And when you think about things like that, argument's sake, you think, here in France, you have, this is Orador-sur-Glane, and that's Village de Martin, and it's where the Nazis raided, they went into Orador-sur-Glane, basically killed all the children and stuff. I've mentioned this before in the live stream. And the village has been left alone. So it's in remembrance of, basically. So it can remind us of the things that went on, basically. And although they made it safe, it's pretty much left as it is, and everyone's like rotting. There's lots of singer-sewing machines everywhere, and there's a couple of really rusty old cars and stuff like that. But it's you walk around the place, and you've got the old tram lines, and it's really, really interesting, quite eerie, especially around the church, because the church, what they did there was just unreal. 643 people were killed. When my dear wife's friend came over, Lisa, she visited it, and she said they should bulldoze the place. We shouldn't be reminded of this. Bulldozer. What? No! Well, you need to be reminded of the atrocities that we're capable of, so we don't do it again. Or allow it to happen. We need to be reminded of these things. So, yeah, but the actual village was actually this one I'm in, or town that I'm in, was actually the target. But somehow the French resistance got them to go to Orador-sur-Glane instead. Probably turn the signs around or something, I don't know. That was something to do with that. But, So the idea that we should just, chuck all these things away, I think we shouldn't. I think that it's history, and quite frankly, we learn by history, and hope we don't make those same mistakes again. Now, if you've got, like, for instance, these dolls and what have you, I think they should go to the museum, maybe, or something like that, to remind people of, of what has gone on, what our history is, and the reasons why, why we have so much, there's still a problem regarding racism, what have you. Not just in the United Kingdom, but around the world, isn't it? Especially Western cultures. Now I've got Wally here now, pestering me. He's giving me the look. I'm gonna have to give him a treat. If he's looking at me like that, I can't not give him a treat if he's looking at me like that. Huh? There he is. Where is he? What, are you gonna say hello? Oh, there he is. Oh, it's a Wally. There you go. Little horror. He's a little horror, that one. He's a lovely little horror, but he's still a little horror. So, oh, crikey, this woman, though. She's unreal. She really is unreal. So following the backlash, the pub suppliers boycotted the Essex venue, including Heineken and Carlsberg. There you go. As they said, they didn't want their lager to be served there anymore. Good on them. This is the right response. Meanwhile, a maintenance company, InServe, also refused to work on the site. And a spokesperson for Heineken said the pub, after being made aware of the abhorrent display feature in the White Hart Inn, obviously all these gollywogs, some of them hanging by the neck. Well, that's all to do. Well, that's all about, don't we? They said we advised the pub owners that we don't want anything to do with them. They go against everything we stand for, and we believe should be places of inclusivity and respect for all people, regardless of their race, ethnicity, I can't even say it now, religion or gender. Too right. That's the right response. And there she is. The pub got vandalised as well a few times. It got painted white. Whited it. Oh, God's sake. Anyway, she decided to shut the door. They're boarded up now. And now she's going to be moving to a holiday home that happens to be in Turkey. I hope she gets similar treatment over there, because this woman is flipping. She's ignorant. Just plain and she's ignorant, stupid, foolish. Horrible, horrible, horrible piece of work. She really is. And I found a clip of an interview with a local news rag here. I'll show you in a minute. But before I do that, I'll just check the chat. I'm sure you'll call me a blinking idiot, aren't you, for what happened earlier. In case anyone didn't know, you just pop back because I somehow managed to not go live even though I was streaming. So all you got is my card and it says nothing. And you're about 20 odd minutes late. Yes, I was talking to myself for over 20 minutes. Yeah. So. What an idiot. Okay, good evening, Mark. This is Peter here, my friend. How are you? Good to see you finally. I know! Ooh! I'm an idiot. Oh, dear. And Ruth Guthrie, yeah, thanks for all the smiley faces. Yeah, I'm a plonker. Yes.
Don't be a plonker all my life, Rodney.
That's appropriate. Oh, what an idiot. Let's discover if I did that. Especially talk for over 20 minutes to myself. I was about 24 minutes. What, 24 minutes? I was talking to my flipping self. And I thought it was live because I could see it live on the screen over here. That screen over there. That one. That far one. I was live over there. But the one I should have been looking at was that one. What an idiot. I can't complete that an idiot. Oh, look, Sebastian here now. Look at that. Little idiot. Oh, thank, that's my finger. Can I have it back, thank you? I'd like to keep that. Got another one. Yeah. Oh, well, Wally's over here again. Right. Oh, I'm not going to live that down, am I? You're going to let me, are you? I know you are. Anyway, Lefty Boater says, imagine if he was sat rambling away and he forgot to press the go live. I did. That's exactly what I did. Oh, what does... Lefty Boater, did you actually say that? I bet he did. Did he? Fallen down the toilet. Probably. Oh, anyway. God's sake. Sausage Fingers has signed off the anti-protest bill. I know! Royal Assent and all that. And there they are, but thinking, well... Oh, they were down... I don't know if I've already said that. Did I say that earlier? But you wouldn't know. But Steve Bray was out there with his megaphone and he videoed the Stop Oil protesters who are literally just standing there. They weren't actually gluing themselves to anything, to the road, or tying themselves or chaining themselves to railings. No, they're just standing there and they still got arrested. And that's the first day they got arrested. For what? Nothing. They haven't done anything. What's happened to you? You're innocent until proven guilty. What's happened to that? Anyway, it's turned into a fascist state, isn't it? Oh, fascist country. It's embarrassing. It was an old man waiting for his takeaway. I asked if you want to sit down next to me, and he had the longest number tattooed on his wrist, and it's like a ghost since oh my god. Oh, you mean was he Holocaust? God. One of my nephews was a primary school teacher in Grays, Essex. Yeah, I worked there. Oh, yeah. That's not wasn't a very impressive place. I'm sorry, but I don't want to say narrow-minded and all that. But there was a majority of people that I would not want to associate with. That's not everybody, obviously, but there was quite a few. And in that pub, I don't know what it was like at Rita. It's a different landlady to be I was landlord at the time, so that was different back then. But I don't know what it's like now. But it doesn't look good, does it? No. Well, not obviously she's obviously no better. It's the Brexit microcosm. Oh, I see. Oh, I got you. Just saying. Was sent. I wonder if the Heiken's attitude is Duarte Pete. I don't know. Good of them. That is, Ruth. It needs to be done. Should make a doll of her and hang it. Whatever her name was, an effigy of her. Well, let's listen to this interview. It's about 11 minutes long. I'm not going to do the whole thing. You don't need to listen to the whole lot. God, I'm not going to torture you with that. But if we do a couple of minutes of it, that'll be enough.
You have accepted the
Ruth,
truth.
cheers, Ruth. Thank you very much for my half a show. Oh, what a plonker. Put it towards buying some nice new brain cells. That's what I need. And a clock. And maybe and maybe look at the right screen. Some mirrors strategically placed. I don't know. This woman, Bernice Riley. Horrible woman. Well, this interview seemed to be a little bit sympathetic towards her, but I'll let you make your own mind up with this, because this is just, well, she is unreal. She really is. Okay, it's recorded as a short for some reason. I don't know why, even though it's long. So why we have it in a vertical format if you're doing long form, I do not know. But there you go. So the police action led to the closure of the pub, says landlady of the White Hart, as she closes doors for the last time following the Golly controversy. What does surprise me is that these gollywogs have been displayed in there for several years, and this is the first time anyone said anything. And you can see it's a local pub, obviously with local people, and obviously they approved it. They must have done. They must have thought that was okay. Not allowing cookies, not with that one. Anyway, here we go.
Hi, I'm now here with Bernice Riley, who's the landlady of the White Hart. Bernice, obviously been a fairly traumatic few weeks since the situation arose where the police visited and took away the dolls from behind the bar and all the other paraphernalia. The national news got involved. Camera, I think probably it would be fair to say, turned against the pub, which they've been supporting for.
If you know what camera's like it's a Real Ales association. Let me just find that for you, just so we know what we're talking about. Not camera. Oh, here it is, camera. This is camera, and there's a campaign for Real Ale, and the pub has got recognition with camera, but they've also distanced themselves from the pub as well. So I'll go back. Got to find it again though.
For many years, or that may be a personal opinion, but I was quite surprised to see it. And we're here today, 1st of May, the last day of the pub under your and Chris's stewardship. So can you just speak about how you feel and what the situation is?
I feel gutted, totally and utterly gutted, hurt, upset.
She talks as though she's the victim.
Very, very much support from many people about the Gollies.
She talks like Donald Trump.
We've had a few bits of hates, which I personally don't understand, because it's part of our life. The young people these days don't understand.
The fact of the matter is, the young people do understand, you plonker.
From years ago, where do the Gollies originate from? It's such a shame. That's my collection. They're antiques, some of them. I want them back. Basically, this is my life now that they've ruined, because we've got a stigma with our name now and with the pub.
This pub has been a part of Gray's life for many, many years, probably a long time before you and Chris took over the tenancy of it. It's one of the iconic pubs. For many years, it's been held up in high esteem by camera. And as I say, I saw the press releases from the national camera people, not the local camera people, to be fair, that almost seemed to turn against. I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, forget, if we can, the doll situation. As a pub, this has been very much a part of the local Grace community, and you was.
It will be reopened up with a new tenancy.
How do you feel
a
about
licensee?
Yeah, I am gutted what camera's done to us, right? Because they've been in here. Many people from camera, not just the local camera people, other people from the camera have been in here, and they've never ever said anything about the collection. And for the ones right up top who's never ever met me or Chris or even stepped foot in this pub, for them to stand, like, to do what they've done, I think it's disgusting.
She's just ignorant. She is just completely. She's brain dead. She really is brain dead. She doesn't understand. She does understand, because, not be funny, she owns the dolls. How can you not understand what they're about? Did she just associate them with Robinson's Jam or something? That's the end of it. She's a moron. She's such a moron. I'm sorry, but she is. I don't think she just. And she's trying to defend herself. Nah. She's, cry me a river. Yes, so Larry the cat. Ignorant or stupid. I think a bit of everything there. She obviously feels very hard done by. She feels victimised by the situation. But she created the flippant situation. The fact nothing's been said. That's the thing that upsets me a little bit, is that like she's doing a Trump. Like, she said that no one's actually said anything up to now, and they've been there years. Like 10 years they've been in there, and no one said anything. It's been reported by somebody who saw them as being disgusting, and and obviously the visited the pub. Maybe they're passing through or whatever. Maybe they're visitors to Grays. Well, you do visit Grays, I don't know. But yeah, visiting Grays. And they were shocked by it. But the locals maybe the locals think it's okay. And that wouldn't actually surprise me. I hate to say it, but it really wouldn't. Because I worked there for 2 years. And we're doing overclass. I mentioned this before in the previous. I think it might have been a stream actually, but I was site foreman on one of the block sets of 3 blocks of flats for 14 floors with a parapet, and it was it's been reported before, and Tim Ballon, it's been reported before, and I reported it to camera years ago. Nothing happened. Nothing was done. Cheers, that Tim. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. How can you ignore it? Obviously, a complaint has been made to the police, and that then it got acted on. Hello, Jasper. How you doing, buddy? Cheers, Jasper. As you might already know, I've got another channel I've been trying to build up. It's really only just start. I started about, I can't remember how long ago now. Probably 8 months, a year ago. I did nothing with it. Did very, very little with it. That's a bit of fun, really. Anyway, I've been trying to build up recently, so I just want to get more subscribers on there. And Earth Trifle, if you are interested in just subscribing on it, I'd be really appreciated. You ain't got to watch the videos if you don't want to, obviously. But just to get the subs up so I can monetize it and help fund this channel. That's the kind of idea, you see. Cheers, Jasper. And just also, I've got to help me out, because you got to help me out, you see. Yeah, because I need a walking tractor, which is like a 2-wheel tractor. And a topper. That field. Oh, cheers, boy. Yeah, so just say that I'm sure there's a lot of people that disapprove, but worried to afraid. Oh, that's a good point, actually. It was when I was down there, it was a bit of a fighty pub. And not everybody, but there was quite a few people in those flats that we were working on. And basically what we did was we overclad them in it was a cement board panel, 3 meters long panel, big old panels they were. And they were resin bonded, it was like a granite resin bonded onto the face of the panels. And we fitted all these window pods, which are like, think like a window reveal, like an outer frame for a window that allowed you to put your cladding on the outside of the building, because it was like a stone-clad building before, but they need to insulate the building, you see, to make it more energy efficient. So effectively rock walled it all, aluminium rails up the sides of these buildings, and then all this cladding with the anodised aluminium pods and the windows fitting it anyway. So it was quite they're a big contract, big for us anyway, and it's yeah. But oh my god, there was human feces in the lifts and all that sort of stuff. It was disgusting. And some things we had to take up the lifts. You couldn't take them up on the mast climbers. The mast climbers were like these, bit like, think of an exterior lift with a platform, and there's an 8 meter wide platform on a 1 meter column, and you see this. It was so disconcerting, I'll tell you. One lad we had working for us, he wasn't too bright. Well, the mast climbing company, they didn't put the guards on properly. And he was touching the rollers. There's these rollers, he's touching with his fingers. It was going up and down, and it trapped his finger behind the roller between that and the tower, and it literally turned his finger into like a platypus, but finger. Yeah, that was oh crikey, that's just obviously lost a finger. That's a very stupid thing to do. But there should have been guards on it, so obviously that'd been an insurance claim. Remember Boris Johnson saying peak needs? Yes, I was going to get into that, and I've already done it once already. Because I want to get into, I want to mention, because not everybody understands what it's all about. Well, the Gollywogs, yeah. So the Gollywog was also spelled Gollywog and shortened to Golly, and it's a doll-like character. Oh my god, I've got to be quick now. Doll-like character created by cartoonist and author Florence K. Upton, which appeared in children's books in the late 19th century, usually depicted as a type of rag doll. And it was reproduced both by commercial and hobby toy makers as a children's soft toy called the Golly Wog. Now, as you growing up, we thought nothing of it. It's just a toy, black fluffy hair. We didn't really, as in growing, we didn't make that association. And it's the doll itself was, like I say, it was a noddy and what have you, but the Gollywog in the noddy stories was naughty. They always depicted they were naughty. And then Robinson's Jam, what have you. And then we've got the black and white minstrel show, George Mitchell, minstrels. So, yeah, like those two there. All right, and this is BBC. This is a BBC show, and I can remember watching it. Didn't think anything of it, but the thing is, they were black faces with they're the characters. White people with black faces. Oh, the Canadian Prime Minister and President. The president, or would he be a Prime Minister? Oh, I don't know. He was Justin. What's it? Trudeau. He was criticised recently, wasn't he? Because he done blackface when he was a kid. Looking for everything just to point the finger. But I think these things are our past, and we should not hide them away. Well, not be hide them away, put them in museums and places like that, but not display them, put them on display in a public house. Public. So, yeah. For her to say, don't come in through the door, because it's pretty much what she was saying. If you don't like it, don't come in. That's what she was saying. That's not the point. It's a public house. So, yeah. So, anyway, so portmanteau of Golly and Polly Wog, and also had a great popularity in the southern United States, the UK, and Australia in the 1970s. I was born in 1970. The doll is characterised by jet black skin, eyes rimmed in white, exaggerated red lips, and frizzy hair. Based on the blackface minstrel tradition. And it's obviously, for obvious reasons, it's considered a racial slur of black people. And most of you will probably know this. My granddaughters are black. Their father's from Nigeria, and the Gollywog is controversial, being widely considered a racist caricature of black people. Now, this is thanks for reminding us about this. Alongside Pickaninnies with watermelon smiles. Okay. Pickaninnies with watermelon smiles. It's just, it's an awful slur anyway. But then we got some idiot. What's his name? This idiot. Oh, him. Remember him? I think he used to be our Prime Minister. Yeah, we had him for a bit too long, didn't we, really? He used to be London Mayor as well. It's the thing that gets me is that people voted for him. What does it say about the people? And still, people love him. Homophobe as well, bum boys. And then we got about the Islamophobia and what have you, bank robbers, women in burqas who say look like bank robbers and letterboxes and stuff. Africa is a mess. Africa's a country. I thought it was a continent. Pickaninnies, watermelon smiles, and he said bring back colonialism, and black people have lower IQs. But yeah, they voted for him. What does that say, eh? Got 3 minutes before the snowflake show. Oh, dear me. What a plonker. Oh, I'm such a plonker. So, okay, back over. So Heineken and Carlsberg have, I think it's Heineken UK owns Carlsberg, don't it? And, oh, thank you, darling. I'm literally going to click off in a minute. Do you know what I did? I've got to tell the missus so she can make fun of me later. I pressed start streaming, but I forgot to press live. So I was talking to myself for 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah. She's giving me a funny look. First sign of madness, yes. Okay. Okay. I'll go to the end of this. I shouldn't have said nothing. So. Alright, Dom. I only got a couple of minutes anyway because it's a snowflake show, so. Oh. Oh dear. So, yep, the pub is shut, and so it should be. So, they were displaying these offensive dolls, closing up now, moving abroad. They're moving to Turkey. And hopefully they receive an equally, how to put it, positive reception. Yeah. You know she's a racist. I just don't understand how she thinks it's okay. That's what gets me. I just don't get it. I really just don't understand how you could think it's okay. Now, something that I thought you might find interesting. Yeah, we've got time to do that. That's good. I'll just grab this link. I'm going to put it into the chat. If I find it. What have I done with my chat? Oh, there it is. All right, and this chat. There you go. Okay. This is a poll sort of site thing. Technical, isn't I? Yeah, there you go. All right. You can literally hover over it, and it'll tell you about the monarchy. Yeah. People who basically lose polls different areas around the world, as in a part of the Commonwealth, what have you. Yeah. The monarchy, be a part of the monarchy. Obviously not. There you go. Canada. How they feel about it. So, angry. See, this is go to the United Kingdom, right? Go to the United Kingdom, all right? And mainstream monarchists, 23%. It's the green. Yeah? 32%, sorry. Not 23, 32%. And a republic. Yeah. Let's get rid of the monarchy. It's a republic. It's about flipping time. Yeah. Never mind this flipping stone of scone destiny, whatever it might be called these days. I don't know. The one that got stolen from Scotland. Never mind all that. That was the point of all that squid. What a waste of flipping money. That super robe thing that looks like he's flipping some kind of superhero. Flipping gets sucked in the engines. Superheroes mustn't have capes, you know that. They get sucked into the engines. They have jets and stuff. And they do flybys. Yeah. Anyway, so you see here, literally going to sign off any minute. So, England, Scotland, yeah, 24% to, scroll again, 32. But then we've got Canada, 28% are angry abolitionists. Abolish the monarchy. I vouch for that. That sounds like it makes a lot of sense to me. And then we go down to Australia. We've got 20% abolish, and they're neutral. Many neutral pragmatists. Mainstream monarchs. There's not many there. There's only 11, you see. In the United Kingdom, obviously it would be the case. You know, there's more people that think that's a great idea having a king. I don't know why, because I don't understand what he's for. I know they say 1.9 billion, blah, 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 into the tourist. No one can confirm this or tell us one way or the other. And besides, who's to say you wouldn't be able to gain some, well, tourism money anyway, because of the Golly Doll buildings. They'd be historic. We go and visit them. Oh, this is where the king once slept. We could sleep in his bed. Be like the Three Bears. No, it'd be like Goldilocks. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'm going to have to sign off now because it's a snowflake show. And it is. And Reagan Ali and Lee Corn, I've put a link in the description earlier. I'll do it again. Sort of head off to them, because I don't want to step on their toes, because they're friends and they are nice people. And they're not greedy. And they're not people who just, like some of these channels out there. So, yeah. Oh, expect you to pay memberships just so you can comment. You know the kind of channels I'm talking about. Yeah. So, okay, I'll see you later. And I might go live tomorrow or the next day. We'll see. I'll do a what's it and put it on. So we'll see. Definitely Sundays, though. So, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. Might do on Thursday. Friday. Before we go, Fridays is definitely Max's stream, isn't it? Because I messed up last week. I thought it was Thursdays. The Tuesdays and Fridays, isn't it? It's Max's stream. Yeah, don't get tasered. And thanks, $2 for that. Yeah, cheers, buddy. That's scrolling up, and they got Eric Davison. Can't boycott Bagpuss. Oh, Bagpuss. Why would you? Oh, we had Jake Rees-Mogg. He was promoting Bagpuss, wasn't he? Yeah, we saw him in with Bagpuss in a little like a museum set thing with Bagpuss. What's that all about? Oh dear. Boris Piffleface. Bert and Ernie's probably offensive. Yes, Jasper. Thank you for that. Maybe they're Egyptian. There's a list of companies involved in this and war, and do your best to spend your money elsewhere. Yes, most definitely. We don't want to be associated with that kind of thing, really. Not this day and age. We're supposed like the like Camera and Heineken was saying, we're supposed to be inclusive of everybody. And this idea that we just want to, just hate, there's no need for it. There's no need. We all need to get on in this life and always have a good time. Besides, that's why I got another channel. That's why I got the Reserve Trophy channel, because it's good for my head. That's what it is. Because it's all positive stuff. I'm not putting anything negative on there at all. Keep all the negative stuff on there. Make everyone miserable. I try not to. I try and make it fun. So anyway, head off to the Snowflake Show. I'm about to go there as well. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. And actually, to be honest, quite a few people considering that I was 24 minutes late. Anyway, that's